So, with the La Liga season officially starting for both Barcelona and Real Madrid this past weekend, both teams got the 3 points, some more convincing than others, but 3 points are 3 points. And now, ladies and gentlemen, now that we have games in the midweek with today and tomorrow, Real Madrid today taking on Real Sociedad at the Bernabeu, first game at home at the Bernabeu, and Barcelona taking on Athletic Club tomorrow at the Camp Nou. We're going to get into all of these things, guys. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, guys. Welcome back to Omar Talks Barca. And welcome to another episode of the Positive Madrid podcast, the second episode of the brand new season with my guest and the stream, Dave. Dave, brother, season is started, man. The season has started, man. The most beautiful time of the year, man. How you doing?
Yeah, good, mate. I'm feeling good. I've got my ticket to Sociedad games and I'm ready to go to the stadium, my very first home game this season, and I'm ready for it. I'm definitely looking to see Real Madrid play a different style than what we did against Espanyol. I want to see more attacking potential from the team. But apart from that, yeah, Barcelona absolutely destroyed Elche. Yes, and obviously I let my thoughts rip on that one also. And obviously took a visit to the Camp Nou as well. Obviously on my little holidays to Barcelona, undercover amongst all the Barcelona fans. But you know what? They didn't bark too much. They were calm. They were collected. Had a couple of pictures with some of them. So yeah, we move. And hopefully maybe I'll return in the future. Maybe with the El Clasico. Who knows? But guys, welcome again to the Madrid to Barca podcast or the Barca to Madrid podcast, whichever team you want to put first.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. As you guys know, listen, we're going to get straight into this, guys. Let's talk about, before we actually talk about the games today or tomorrow, right? Let's actually talk about the weekend games, right? Because obviously, you guys started it, right, on Saturday, taking on Espanyol, which was our Madrid Catalan derby. And look, my little brothers actually gave it a go. They actually gave it a go, and they were so close, so close to getting that precious point. But in the end, Carlos SP ended up stealing all the points for Real Madrid. Now, I didn't get a chance to watch the game live because I was at work, right? But I went back to watch the game, right? And I'm not going to lie, man. Like, listen, as a Barca fan, I was pretty happy with the performance. I was like, bro, I'm not going to lie. Maybe it's a slow start. It's still early in the season, right? So there's still maybe time for Real Madrid. But I'm like, bro, this was a ridiculously slow start. I mean, you guys, you started well, took the lead early with Jude Bellingham, right? And you guys had a few good chances. But then Espanyol, when they started getting into the game, they started gaining confidence and they got the equalizer. And, they had a lot of good chances in the game. But when I look at the game, I think there were some players that definitely impressed. I saw Arda Güler, he had a good game. But you look at the downside of like players like Vinny. I went back to watch his performance because everyone was like, he was very poor in that game. And my word, he was one of the worst players on the pitch in that game.
Probably the worst.
But I'm going to be very real, Dave. I know it's the first game of the season, but what did you see from that game against Espanyol that you can see as a positive? But also, what are the things that worry you from that performance?
The positive were a very good ability to create danger from set pieces. Real Madrid, look, we've had in history good teams that do create a lot of chances from set pieces. We know Champions League finals and so forth. But I saw us very threatening from set pieces. It's a big factor for Real Madrid this season because it's one of the things that I wanted to see us work on, where we have ability to create danger from corners, danger from free kicks just outside the box as well, where we can actually whip the ball in, like, for example, Arda did to Jude Bellingham and he got the goal. And we saw it countless times throughout the game, Arda Güler delivering very dangerous crosses into the box. And I think Real Madrid have been working on it because it's a very easy way to get goals in La Liga. The teams in La Liga, they're not very good at defending set pieces. They're not the best. They're very lazy when it comes to marking and so forth. So I think that Real Madrid, in terms of set pieces, very, very crucial. So that's a positive. I saw Arda as a positive as well. I think he's going to be our main talismanic player this season. I don't think that Vinny, Mbappe or Jude Bellingham are going to be very, very talismanic in terms of their output, in terms of the pitch. I think Arda Güler is going to be the main guy every single game that really puts his passion into the game and drives the team forward because of his passing, his vision. He's the only creative player in terms of what he can deliver on the pitch. He's the only one.
Right.
So Arden was a positive. Jude Bellingham coming back just recently, very, very good as well. The negatives, you already mentioned it. Vinny, what are you doing? Like, let's be honest. This guy has put on weight. He's not got the same pace that he used to in terms of directness and quickness. His dribbling seems off. He's getting barged with the ball very easily. And I think he's just lost aerodynamics, mate, since he got his chin job. That's what I'm thinking. So, like, it needs to be something that Vinny needs to put down on a plate and say, I need to commit myself now, and I need to be proving to these Real Madrid fans that are discussing me playing awful on a week-by-week basis. And this is not just the last game. It's also the preseason games before that as well. He hasn't been good. And that's what I said in the preseason. I said, this guy needs to turn up in preseason because it's how you build your sharpness as a player. Preseason is very, very crucial. How you work with the team, how you work as a new manager. Arda Güler's fit in perfectly. Why not Vinny? So this is just very, very characteristic of Vinny and what he has to give. He has to take a few games to warm into the season, try and do that. But last season, he was our best player at the beginning. Last season, you see? So I give Vinny as a very, very kind of limited time to prove to Jose Mourinho why you're there. Otherwise, throw Diamande on the left, throw Endrick on the right, and drop Vinny altogether. Let's see how well he then improves. Because it's the only way to shake him a bit. He needs to be woken up out of this eternal sleep that he's had with him and his missus, mate. Like just zoning out on holiday, doing his usual thing, getting his chin jobs and then grabbing, I don't know, you know what, you know? So this whole situation right here, yeah, I need to see Vinny woken up. So that's a negative. The negatives also from the team. Usual sideways, backwards passing. No penetration in the midfield. Just very, very boring, very lacking in terms of directness and quickness. What we saw in pre-season, just gone out the window. Yes, Espanyol defend deep. But when you're 1-0 up, another negative is we didn't capitalize. The differences between that and Barcelona, and that's why I got on a lot of Real Madrid fans over the weekend. And I said to them, it's no excuse. When you're 1-0 up, you capitalize on your chances. Barcelona put 5 past Elche. They scored, they scored, they scored, they scored, they scored. They kept on scoring. Real Madrid didn't. Espanyol were flooding up front. They left their back open. Pause. So why not use your ability up front, transition-wise, to hit them on the break when they are trying to score their goals? So if they're open at the back, use it. Not just sit back for the remainder of the match and say, okay, cool, we'll see what happens. Espanyol, in the grand scheme of things, retaliated quite quickly, if you look at it. And then they defended and sat back for the rest of the match. They didn't care. They take a point at the RCD stadium. They'll take a point.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So against Real Madrid and Barcelona, they'll take points at their stadium.
Facts.
And away, they'll take anything as well. So
that's right.
Just make sure that you utilize that. You use your potential there to attack them on the break. Don't sit back all the time and flip and just let yourself just wash. Like, just wash away and just let them flood the attack. No. You use that time to then hit them. But we didn't. And then we allowed them to score, and then we then start panicking mode. 90th minute, Espy comes literally into the fray and gets a very, very good goal. That's another positive. The positive is that Espy came on and proved what he needed to do. Vinny didn't prove what he needed to do in terms of his contract, did he?
Nope.
You know? So, this is a few worrying signs, few positive signs. Jose Mourinho really needs to work on this, mate. He needs to work.
No, that's 100% true. And look, I think that, one thing I would say about Mourinho is if he is given the power that I told you, I was telling you last week on your channel, right? I was talking about if they gave him the power to choose who he wants in the squad, who doesn't want in the squad, then Vinny needs to step up or his time is numbered in that starting 11.
Yeah, that's true.
Because here's the thing, man. Like, Dave, you and I have been watching football for decades now, right? If you look at Brazilian footballers, I feel like Brazilian footballers, they peak very early. Once they get to like a certain level, it gets to a point where they start enjoying life, and which, people have, they can do whatever they want in their personal life. But when it comes to being a professional, Brazilians in history have always shown that, sometimes when they start enjoying that life outside of football, it can kind of affect their game. It's like when you look at someone like Ronaldinho. I look at Ronaldinho as one of my favorite players of all time. But when 2006, after 2006, bro, that brother was finished after 2006. Why?
Yeah, he's done.
He won the Champions League. He won the Champions League that season. He won the one trophy that he was eluding him. He won it at Barcelona. And dude, his numbers just went pick straight down. 2008, he left the club. Pep Guardiola got rid of him.
True.
But that's the thing. I look at someone like Vinny. And listen, you can talk about the flair and all this, but I keep saying it, bro. When I'm looking at what Vinny is doing, like, I'm not the kind of guy that judges players based on what they do outside of football. Bro, you want to be a party animal? Do it at your own time. No problem, bro. It's like when people try to judge your man for what he does outside of football. Listen, I don't care, dude. That's his life. As long as he's performing on the pitch, I don't care what he's doing off the pitch. Yeah. That's none of my business, right? But when you're doing all this stuff, you're putting yourself in like when the fact that Vinicius right now, most of the attention on him is his poor performances and his chin job. Is like, bro, you don't want people talking about your chin. Yeah. But this is the thing, bro. You've been so bad recently that anything that you do to like cosmetics and stuff, that's going to be mocked upon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's the issue here with Vinny. Vinny needs to realize just because they give him that contract doesn't mean that he's safe. And I feel like if he doesn't start performing, especially the fact that they've given him 2 seasons now, this is his 3rd season. Because the first season on the flick, right? That first 24-25, he was poor. 25-26, he improved a little bit, but it wasn't to the level that people that he had 24-25, right? This season, he needs to step up. He's one of the players that definitely needs to show, yo, I still got it. Last few years was, there was a lot of issues, but I'm back. And he needs to step up and he needs to step up too. Now, you just mentioned Ada Güler. Here's the thing, Dave. You've heard me talk about him in chaos. I've said, guys, I feel like Ada Güler is going to be the project, Mourinho's project. What Ozil was. Because if you remember Ozil, when he was signed, he was supposed to be the understudy to Kaká. Do you remember I said that on the Chaos show last week?
Yeah.
Bro, I said he was the understudy. But you know what happened, bro? The understudy was playing so well that the superstar world-class Ballon d'Or winner had to hold bench. Because other guy was just too good. And I'm like, Ada Güler, I'm telling you, this guy's a baller. And I predicted he was going to get the assist numbers. People, even Barca fans were coming at me because I chose him over Yamal. I said, guys, I feel like Mourinho is really going to trust Ada Güler. And Ada Güler lives for assist. And I feel like if he just gives the ball to Mbappe, and Mbappe gets a lot of goals this season, that could give him the assist record. Yeah. But look, in my opinion, from that first game, you guys need to step it up. And I'm going to be keeping my eye on your game later on today against Sociedad. Because if I see the same performance, even if you guys win, if I see the same level of performance for the next 5 games, then I know how you guys are going to approach in this season.
Yeah, scumbagging games.
Yeah, because one thing about Mourinho is, I feel like recently his philosophy most of the time is he scores first, sits back. And here's the thing, bro. It can work. You can do that when you play against Barcelona and you're 1-0 up against the Hansi Flick's high line and all that, and you're trying to hold on to leads, hit them on the counter. Yeah. But it doesn't work when you're playing teams like Espanyol, who on paper you have a better team than, and you can actually dominate. But yeah, that's what I think, man. But let's actually switch gears. Let's actually talk about the Barca game, right? Because we talked about, in the review on your channel, we talked about how this game was going to be a tough game. But oh, how wrong we were. That was not a tough game. When you watch the game, Elche definitely had a few good chances in the game.
Yeah, before the penalty.
Exactly. They had a few good chances. They started well. They actually, for me, they started better. But it's like you mentioned, Barcelona on the flick. Dave, when you give us a little, it's like shark in the water, bro. The moment there's blood in the water, bro, you're cooked. And that's what happened. When we got that first goal, bro, the players smelled the danger, bro. And you know us. That performance, I looked at it, I was like, bro, I love it. I love it because I wanted these guys to lock in. We are the back-to-back winners. I didn't know how these guys were going to come into the season. Were they going to come in with this arrogance of like, we've already done a back-to-back, we're better than these guys, and all these stuff. I didn't see that. I saw a team that said, yo, new season, new objectives. Yeah. That's the kind of performance I saw, bro. The goals by Rafinha, getting a brace. Karim Adeyemi on his debut, getting the nod over Gordon and getting a goal on his debut. Gordon coming off the bench and getting 2 assists.
Yes, yeah.
Like, bro, I'm looking at him like, bro, look at the signings all coming in and contributing, showing everyone why they were signed.
The only one
Going with
was
those 2 assists alone now has shut a lot of people up because now we are going to be looking at it like, oh, wait, we thought goals was the only thing this guy could offer. We're seeing assists now. This is incredible. And I loved it, bro. We were just on their next, bro. We could have scored more.
Yeah, we could.
I loved the performance. And I said, bro, this is what I want to see. Everyone was cooking. The midfield was cooking. The defense, I feel like there was a few moments where Elche, they hit the crossbar. The defense was a little bit slacking, man. But I already knew, man. I don't trust this defense. I've already said, bro, my attack is attack and inshallah first. But the attack cooked. What a performance, man. 5-star champions performance. But Dave, you talked about it. I saw your match reaction, man. You were shocked. Yeah. What did you think about that?
I was shocked because the only one that really shocked me properly was Yamal. I didn't know what's happened to this guy, mate.
I forgot to mention him. He was.
I don't know.
He was the worst player on the pitch on the attack, which was saying something. Like the attack was so good that Yamal just stunk out. Like you could really see how bad.
I don't know what's happened to him since the injury. He's just seemed downhill. World Cup horrible. Pre-season not good, misplacing random passes. Start of La Liga horrible as well. So Yamal is a player in terms of his age. Me and Ashley Will mentioned it in the chat the other day. It's like, I think he's been overused as a Barcelona player. Yeah. He's playing every single minute, every single game, and it's tough.
Protect Yamal. Thank you. I'm glad you mentioned it.
It's tough to keep it up, to be honest. I know you can't be obviously Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo and play every game for 90 minutes and have this kind of like physical attributes where you're just absolutely battering teams and by you single-handedly. Yamal, in terms of his age and what he's doing, even like, let's be honest, like we had managers that protected Ronaldo and Lionel Messi at that age when they went to Manchester United, not featured the whole match itself. Messi also the same. So Yamal's been overused. That's a problem. And his injury worries. He has a long-term injury. That's his problem. And he needs to be nursed. So, look, he's lost a yard of pace. He's lost physicality. He's lost touch. He's lost dribbling. Like, it's bad to see. But, ultimately, after watching that match, Rafinha, he shone big time in that match. Like it reminded me of 2 years ago, Rafinha, that match where we was just absolutely just destroying. And I think after the World Cup, he had a point to prove because people slated him during it and he got dropped and stuff like that. So I think
he was coming back from injury, man. I think
exactly. But it was good that he wasn't played because then he can rest up the entirety of the season. Yes. And then now he's given a chance to prove himself. And that central area, I've got to be honest, he looks good. He looks good centrally.
I told people he was going to be the 9.
I've always said it. Yeah, yes. I've said it. He's a good finisher. All-round game is good. Can head the ball. Good physicality. I don't see a problem with him being the 9. It's about, okay, you have 2 potential left wingers. Yemi can switch right and left. He's kind of like ambidextrous in kind of that manner. Yes, so I think Rafinha centrally, Yamal on the right, of course, because you can't drop Yamal. But then obviously Gordon on the left or Adeyemi on the left. And then you can have maybe a switcheroo with different other players. But Rafinha in the central, good. But you would like him also to feature on the left and maybe get a proper number 9 because then it just bolsters your attack. But for the time being, I think that's fine. I think you're going to destroy Bilbao, by the way.
Oh, I thought already said it. We're gonna talk about that.
Are going to absolutely destroy Bilbao. I don't think Bilbao are going to have anything for them. I've got to be honest. I think Bilbao are going to be absolutely cooked at the new camp. So you have to see. But Barcelona, very impressive. The one thing that impressed me is how quickly they moved the ball from defense to attack. It was just rapid. It's just no nonsense. Just straight direct passing. Gordon on the shoulder of the defender consistently. Like this is not just once, twice. Fermin done a pass that was like it's just a first time zinger of a pass. He's focusing left and he passes it in between the 2 defenders and Gordon's latching onto it and Gordon's like sprints past it. Like could have been easily another goal, but he decided to go for goal himself. Like it is like Like this could be Fermin Lopez is going to be one of the most important players at Barcelona this season.
Oh yes, I agree,
He is unbelievable.
bro.
Like
For me,
I
this is gonna
love
be his
this player.
season. I
I
promise
love
you,
this player. I love it. Like he
bro.
is
For me,
so
for me,
good.
for me, I've said it before, bro. Dave, you know what's funny, right? I told this to people like 2 seasons ago, and people were like going crazy when I said it. I said, guys, Fermin is not a Xavi or Iniesta or any of those guys. He's nothing. But you know what? You know what kind of play profile he reminds me of? He's a Lampard.
Yeah, Lampard. Yeah,
I said, guys, Fermin is Barca's Lampard. This guy, he's very good in midfield. He can pass. He can do everything a midfielder can do.
Yes.
But one thing he has is a nose for goal. My guy, dude, he's finishing. Like
It's
from his
unbelievable.
debut, the first Clasico, I think in the 23-24 season when we beat you guys in America in the tour, we beat you guys 3-0. That was like Fermin's debut, and he scored like a zinger from outside the box. I was like, that was the moment I knew. I was like, yo, this guy, he is a finisher. Like this guy has a finishing touch, right?
He needs to be the 10 throughout the season. He needs to be the 10 throughout the season.
And we said it. Do you remember what we were talking about?
Almost good, but
he's injury prone and he's not reliable.
I think Fermin Lopez, in terms of counter-attacking football, you have somebody outside the box. If the team sits back, he's the one that can lace a shot from outside the box. Him and maybe Pedri's the only one. Rodri coming into the fray later as well. Like I said this also in my match reaction. I said, this team with Rodri, my lord.
Bro.
Don't even start, bro. Cut me out already, mate. Cut me out of the season, mate. Real Madrid better just fly away, mate, into the birds, mate. Because Rodri would allow Fermin and Pedri to just do your thing up front and just do it. Yeah, and you can literally have 5 attackers up front, and Rodri will just control the center. Will patrol the central part because in La Liga teams, some teams counter attack. Like you have Sevilla coming up away, which is going to be a tough match in a couple of games. That's going to be a tough game, but teams in La Liga don't counter attack that much. They like to play possession. They filter the ball in the defense 10 million times before they pass in the midfield. By that time, mate, the defense will be retracting back. Rodri will be there also. Like, you can allow Pedri and Fermin Lopez to just patrol up front, do their thing, whatever, and then Rodri will just sit there and just control everything from the middle. Like, if Rodri was there in that match, oh my lord, the amount of long passes that he would have seen over the top would have been diabolical against Elche. Like, he would have destroyed Elche with just long range passing. And I'm going to say it right now. When Rodri comes in, look, you're going to see a different Barcelona altogether. Like you're going to see more fluid Barcelona. The fluidity. Do you see where Barcelona lost the ball a lot of times in that very first half against Elche? That's gone when Rodri's there. When Rodri's there, that's completely gone. Yeah. Obviously, Gavi got injured, which is you don't want to see any.
Down a little bit for Downer. Yeah,
it doesn't look that serious as people first thought, which is okay.
I mean, listen, maybe I feel like it's precautionary also. You know, Flick doesn't want to like get any injuries this early at the start of the season.
Yeah, I get it.
He probably just.
And what performance, man? What performance from Barcelona? I'm very, very impressed with their first game. To be honest.
Oh yeah, dude, I'm not gonna lie. I was very interested to see how we will perform. I didn't just. I believe we were gonna win, but I was like, I want to see a performance. I want to see what kind of performance I'm gonna see from this team, and that performance just, dude, it just brought a smile to my face because I was like. This is exactly what I wanted to see. I wanted to see hunger. I'm looking at this team now and I'm saying, bro, oh yeah, these guys, they won the title. These guys, no. There's no rusting in their laurels, bro. No, these guys are like, nope. We're trying to get the 3P. We're trying to win that third league title this season. We haven't seen a team do a 3P since Barcelona, I think in 2011. 10, 11?
Yeah,
when we did, under Pep.
It was 9.
Yeah, it was from 2008 or 9 to 10, 11. We went 3 years. We got that 3P. That was like 9, the last
10,
time.
10, 11. Yeah, I remember.
Yep, that was 08, 09, 10, 11, right?
Yeah.
So that was the last time any team ever 3P, right? So I think that this Barca team, they're trying to stay their dominance because it's one thing you have back-to-back league titles, right? Everyone's like, oh, well, Real Madrid were in a transition, they were having issues. But when you do it 3 times, dude, nobody can sit there and Flick. I feel like that would just be the ice on the cake. It's like, bro, I came in 3 seasons at the club, 3 league titles. You understand what I mean, right? And I feel like Flick, one thing I would give him, bro, he's motivated this place. And Like you mentioned, you talked about Yamal. Look, I'm gonna be very real, man. I'm not gonna talk too much about it, right? Listen, it's still early in the season. You can see Yamal's reaction in the venue. A lot of people were taking it over the edge. I think that he was more disappointed with his performance. I think he kind of looked at the game and saw how everyone was playing and kind of saw himself as the odd one out. And maybe that's why he looked disappointed on the bench, right? Because he kind of looked at his performance and thought it wasn't good enough. Which, if that's the case, man, I like the mentality. You understand what I mean, right? I want to see that kind of mentality of, okay, man,
Yeah.
next game, I want to see a performance from you, right? But Lamine, the guy suffered an injury till end of the season, came into the World Cup literally opening game. He wasn't even supposed to play in that game against Cape Verde, but Spain were poor in that game, so they had to bring Yamal off the bench, and Yamal started the next game and started every game until the final, and then came back to preseason. So he has not had any rest, and I'm hoping that Flick can, now that we have wingers that can play in both positions, right? We have, like, both Gordon can play on both wings. I've seen him do it at Everton and Newcastle, right? He can also play in the number 9 too. Rafinha can play on both wings. Adeyemi can play on both wings. So I would like to see Yamal get more rest. That's one thing I've always been asking for, right? Just give the guy more rest. But look, for me, I am truly ecstatic, and I think we're going to continue that this weekend. I'm sorry, this week. Tomorrow, right? I think we're going to continue it. But before we actually talk about the preview, very quickly, right? It's funny that you're looking at this attack right now, Dave, right? And you're seeing what happened in the weekend in the Atletico game against Villarreal, right? All of the scenes of like Alvarez and all this stuff, right? Like he was looking like he couldn't be asked. Like he was fuming. Like my guy looked like dude. If the only thing I was waiting for is my man to take off his jacket and just have I want to leave Atletico Madrid on literally his the shirt underneath. That's the last thing I was waiting for. I was like, dude. And I've been hearing all the news, even this morning, that apparently he's not even training with the team. He didn't even train with the team today. And we know people have been saying that the saga is over, right? Barcelona and Atletico Madrid have confirmed he's going to stay, but I don't think it is. And I think that, honestly, Dave, I've already said, deadline day, we could see this guy in a Barca shirt. And if we sign Alvarez, bruh, our attack is going to be crazy. But we'll talk about that on another day. I just wanted to just tell you about that, to just made you think about it. But let's actually talk about today's game. Real Madrid versus Real Sociedad at home. First game at the Bernabeu. All right. Poor performance in the first game, but to win was what matters. 3 points.
That's true.
What are you expecting today at home? You're going to be in that stadium. I know, because you're brutal. If they win and the performance isn't good enough, we know what we're going to get in your match reaction.
Yeah.
What are you expecting in this game?
I'm expecting... So, people actually get me wrong. Like, the performance is one thing, fine, yeah? Mm-hmm. But it's not just performance in terms of style. Passing and moving is not Real Madrid's thing. It's never been, yeah? It's just being solid with your play. That's it. It's getting your goals, solid defensively, pass the ball in the midfield, allow the players to get involved in the game, yeah? And I just want to see the players click together with their pass move. That's it. It's not stylistically, I want to see tiki-taka football. No, I don't want to see tiki-taka football around Madrid, yeah? Because that's never been effective. We saw it last year, Xabi Alonso trying to play 70% possession games. Doesn't work. What works, Real Madrid, quick transition football. One touch given goals, allow the players to get quickly into breaking areas where they can break up, obviously, defensive lines. That's what I want to see, yeah? I want to see Real Madrid, when they are defending, to be solid. Pick up the ball and just literally go for it. That's what I want to see. It's not necessarily about, style of play. It's getting the goals. We win 2-0 against Sociedad, and we play a very comfortable game. Fine. Okay, cool. I'll say after the match reaction, I said that was a very good game. Comfortable in possession, comfortable in attack, comfortable in defense. That's why I want to see all areas good together. Yeah? So, the one thing that really gets my nerves with Real Madrid is the ability to allow the team on the other end to get back into the game. Yeah? And yeah, the football may not be pleasing on the eye. It won't be under Jose Mourinho. But what we want to see is the team defending solidly and allowing the fans to have this level of peace in the game where they're saying Real Madrid are not going to get troubled here. Go 2-0 up, go 3-0 up, and do your thing. That's it, simple. Yeah? I want to turn the Bernabeu into a fortress again. The only way to turn the Bernabeu into a fortress is to actually play sound football from 0 to 90 minutes. Yes, you have your ups and downs. Yes, you have players that may not be right in the moment in that specific point in the match. But ultimately, just get your shit right throughout the majority of the match and you'll win the game comfortably. A team like Sociedad shouldn't have the ability to compete with us in the first place, especially away from home. So I don't want to see Sociedad at any point in the game having endless attacking opportunities. I want to see Sociedad pinned in their defensive end and Real Madrid peppering them from 0 to 90 minutes. That is what I want to see. And we have the players to do it. We know it already. I want to see the new features of Diamande coming into the game properly. I want to see Vinny having a great game against Sociedad. I want to see Arda repeat the last game as well. I want to see Jude, if he does feature, he got a little knock towards the end of the last game. I want to see him play well as well. So I want to see the attack really fluent. Mbappe, Vinny working together. Because for the Lord and me, last game as well is exactly the same as last season. Not working together. There's no difference between this season and last season. If Jose Mourinho comes in, there's no difference in positioning. They still want to drift off onto the left. Diamande is the one that actually went onto the right-hand side and actually maybe gave the team a little bit of balance and stability because you saw Mbappe playing more centrally because he understands now Diamande has the ball. So now we just shift the whole body movement onto on the opposite side.
Right.
So Real Madrid, I want to see comfortable. I want to see comfortability with this team because yes, Sociedad are a decent side, but they shouldn't be able to trouble Real Madrid away from home. Let's be honest. The Bernabeu, we shouldn't be able to lose one singular. If I hear Real Madrid fans saying, "Oh, but it's okay losing one match," no, not at the Bernabeu. Do not lose a singular match at the Bernabeu at all throughout the entirety of the whole season. It cannot be. No draws. Every single game at the Bernabeu needs to be a win. Every game. No draws at the Bernabeu at all. When you have 80,000 Real Madrid fans chanting your name, you put our performance on the pitch. That's what I want to see. So, any drop in concentration, any lapse in concentration, I'll lose it. I swear down after the match.
Oh, yeah. Listen, I believe you.
I'll completely crash out.
No, hey, listen, I 100% believe you. One thing I will say about you, Dave, is you judge the game not just by the result, but you like to also analyze what you see. So I know what I'm going to be expecting. So if I don't see a good enough performance, I know what I'm getting after the match reaction.
Oh, we know that already.
Right, absolutely. And look, I still think that you guys are going to win. I think you guys are going to win. And look, I am more interested to see how you guys play at home, like you just mentioned. I want to see how you guys play at home this season because Mourinho is one of those guys who he always likes to make the home stadium a fortress. So I'm trying to see how.
Well, he was unbeaten. He was unbeaten for 9 years across all these teams: Inter, Real Madrid, Chelsea. He was unbeaten at home.
That's what I'm saying. Like he has a great record in his home stadiums, right? So, and I feel like if you guys perform to the level, I'm not obviously stylistic. I know they're not the same, but if you guys play as well as we did against Elche today against Sociedad, I feel like that will give a lot of Barca fans like me an idea of it was a slow start, but that performance right there, that shows you what they're capable of.
Real Sociedad are one of your bogey teams as well in the season.
Exactly, right? So
they love playing Barcelona.
Oh yeah, I mean in their home stadium. Like
we saw it last year.
We were at the Anueta. But look, we'll see, man. I said you guys are gonna win like a 2-0, I think. I
said 3-0 to
the
official prediction. So I said
we'll see, man. We'll see. And listen, you guys are gonna be linking up with Dali and Global Madridista. So yeah, man. Listen, we'll definitely be keeping my eye on that. But let's actually quickly talk about the final thing before we get out of here, right? Tomorrow, Barcelona versus Athletic Club. Now, I'm not gonna waste too much time on this, Dave, right? Because there's not much to talk about. Look, I saw Bilbao in the opening game against Sevilla. They were absolutely garbage in front of their own
They
fans.
are garbage.
Absolutely putrid, right? They came out with the World Cup. Laporte and Nico Williams and Unai Simon out here
Nico Williams has played one good game in the entirety of the season, including
I know.
it's the World Cup final. It's the World Cup final when he made his cameo. It's the only good game he's ever played, mate. In the whole year, mate.
Oh yeah, bro. Listen. Yeah, but listen, they won the World Cup apparently. You know, they were having their
They
fun.
were booed.
And
They were booed in their stadium. They were
I
booed
know, obviously.
by the Basque fans. They were booed.
That's what I'm
by
saying.
them.
Like people that know. Right? We're not going to talk about too much about it, but we know. I feel like if the same, a part of me believes that if they did the same thing at Barcelona, like Yamal and those guys giving the World Cup, would probably get the same.
They'll probably do the same thing, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I know. So, but look, obviously, right? They play the World Cup out there, having this celebratory moment, and then they end up putting in that performance. Man, like Unai Simon, looking like Unai Simon again, right? People thought the World Cup, like he looked great in the World Cup. Everyone was trying to hype him up, like back to his normal. But like, listen, me when it comes to Bilbao, I hate that club. After that Nico Williams thing, it became personal with me with that club. So listen, I expect a win and I expect dominance. I've already said, man, I want a statement. The performance against Elche was a statement, but this home game at the front of our fans, like full capacity, I want a bigger statement. I'm talking about minimum 4-0. I want to see Yamal. Like
I said four.
Yeah, I want to see players like Yamal. Yamal had a poor game. He looked stressed when he was substituted. Take that stress, bro, out on Bilbao, bro. I want to see you put a bare minimum brace or a hat trick, bro. Statement. Something that's going to wake the people up like, okay, man, Yamal is back. This guy, he had one off game, but he is back. The Yamal we know is back. Rafinha, I want to see a performance from him. I hope to see Gordon get his first goal. We've already said Adeyemi gets his goal.
Gordon against Bilbao is all kinds of trouble, mate. That guy.
Yeah, man, exactly.
Yeah, the pace that he has got, man. And Adeyemi,
man, listen. Lord. But I'm gonna be very real. Bro, if we play to the level that I think we can play, we can win this game by more than 4. You can see us beat these guys 5-6 if they are
really locking.
But what do you think about this game? You think we're gonna destroy these guys?
You'll walk all over them. You will walk all over Bilbao. Let's be honest. You'll walk all over them. Like they maintain concentration for about 15 minutes and then they suddenly die. Yeah, that's what Bilbao do. I don't know. There's some weird shit, man. They're so dumb, mate. Like Bilbao are just that team in it. But look, I could see. Obviously, they said Rodri may be on the bench to start with for this.
That's true.
Yeah, Rodri may be on the bench, so we may see a cameo from him. I'm thinking he's going to start against what's it called? I think he's going to start against Vallecano. Rodri. Yeah, but that's a home. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that when it comes.
Yeah, we'll talk about it when it comes to time. I think he will start against Vallecano. But look, Bilbao, that's gonna be all kinds of trouble for Bilbao. Like they're gonna have to shut the bus, the planes, everything, mate. Like if Bilbao tried to start attacking Barcelona, that's done.
Oh, please, by all means.
It's all done, mate. It's finished.
Please, by all means.
Bilbao are a team that can do like damage limitation. If they don't, then Barcelona are fully on it, mate. Like 5 goals first game is nuts. Like I probably expect him a minimum 3 goals from Barcelona. Bilbao may score 1 out of the blue.
Defensively,
because defensively they're a bit defensively Barcelona a bit shaky. But Xavi Aspas had a good game though. He had a good game. Very good.
This is project, man. Like you talk about Guler for Mourinho. I think Aspas is.
Xavi Aspas had a very, very good game. Probably one of the best players on the pitch. So expect him to start. Expecting obviously the backline probably to be the same, regardless. And Eric Garcia played as well on the right hand side, which is decent. So I'm looking at Pedri, probably Pedri, Olmo, Fermin Lopez in the midfield. And then probably the striking force would be Yamal, Rafinha, and Adeyemi or Gordon, depending on what I think Flick wants from the team. But Gordon's going to be
man. I hope
Real Madrid fans slate Gordon, but stylistically he's all right for La Liga.
Bro, I'm telling you,
he's all right for it. Trust me.
Wait for it. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for these guys, man.
His pace, he's too direct for La Liga. Like this guy just starts running past people. Like
And you
his
saw it
pace
in the
is
game against
undeniable.
Elche, bro. He's
I mean,
forward movement.
burning, like fires out of his ass, mate. Like this is unbelievable. Like, do you know the little cars that have like the flames coming out of it, mate? That's what it is, mate. Like those little Hot
Yeah,
Wheels
exactly.
cars,
Gordon is
the
just like
flames.
he's
That's what
just
he
too
is,
forward.
mate. Yeah, people slate him. I kind of like mock the transfer value of it. Maybe it's a bit too
Yeah.
much, but stylistically, mate, he's right for like Flick knows what he brought with Anthony Gordon. Adeyemi's faster than Anthony Gordon. Like it's ridiculous. Like the pace that you have up front is mad.
This is what I
Absolutely
mean,
mad.
bro. I'm telling you, Dave. This is why I'm like, bro. If we get a striker that we're looking for, the number 9, like Alvarez, it's gonna
Oh,
be,
mate.
we're gonna
The
destroy
pace
teams
is
this
nuts,
season.
mate. It's just
The
gonna be
amount of players,
disgusting.
the amount of attacking intel we're gonna have this season if we get that number 1,
Yeah.
that final position. But yeah, man, for me,
The overload that you had against Elche when Anthony Gordon picked up the ball, I think it was Xavi Espar, I think he gave it to him anyway. But he picked up the ball and he just ran through the center, and it's like 4 players like behind the defensive line. That's mad. You can't maintain defensively that against Barcelona for 90 minutes. It's crazy. Like it's one of the things that fear me about El Clasico. Just the sheer pace
and yeah,
of Barcelona attackers is flipping nuts. And Vinny, look at him with his flipping chubby belly, mate.
bro, I'm
Like
telling
you
you,
can see,
man. Listen,
you can see chubby belly, mate. You can see the belly, bro. Like
Yo,
this
yeah,
guy,
listen,
mate.
man.
This guy, mate. Unbelievable. But anyway, we'll move on that one. Isn't it?
I'm telling you, man, it's gonna be beautiful to watch, bro. If we continue playing like this, bro, you better be worried. That first Clasico at the Camp Nou, first Clasico at the Camp Nou. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, that pace is going to be
But
nuts, mate.
yeah, absolutely. But listen, big up to all the people who are here, man. We actually went longer than I thought we were, but listen,
That's
man,
right, mate.
that's the beauty of this podcast, man. When
Good talk,
when
bro.
we start going at this, man, it just doesn't stop. But look, guys, make sure you guys smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to end the stream, Dave, guys. Link is gonna be in the collab picture, guys. He's gonna be in the game today in the Real Madrid versus Real Sociedad game. So after the match, reaction will be behind the Bernabeu. We already know, man. The same place that he was in when Arsenal battered you guys. I hope this time somebody doesn't, confront them when they lose. Because, dude, I feel sorry for the poor guy who decides to talk today while he's doing his match reaction, going off at Vinny. Stay away from this dude, man. Leave him alone. But yeah, man, listen. Make sure you guys obviously subscribe to the channel, guys. I'm gonna drop my match reaction too. I'm not gonna do a watch along, but I will drop my match reaction to the Real Madrid game, and hopefully, we get a result, man, because I will have my day. And obviously tomorrow, guys, I won't be able to do watch along tomorrow, but I'll also do the match reaction for the game tomorrow. So make sure you guys check it out, guys. Big up to every single one of you guys who've been here for the whole podcast, guys. Big up to you guys as always. And as always, guys, it's Barca.